Hi, I'm Rob. I'm Rob. And I'm Rob. Hi, I'm Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Ciao. I'm Rob. Hi, I'm Rob. Hi, I'm Rob. Hi, I'm Rob. I am Rob.
And I'm Katie. Hello. I'm Katie. Hi, I'm Katie. Hi, and I'm Katie. And I'm Katie. And I'm Katie. And I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And this.
And this.
And you're watching. And this is. And this. And this.
And this is KR Compares. KR Compares. KR Compares. KR Compares. KR Compares. KR Compares. KR Compares.
This is KR.
Compares.
Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And this is
KR Compares.
Damn, okay. This is episode 50. Yes. Salud.
Absolute. Chin chin.
So, this is a very special episode. Why is it a special episode, Katie?
Because it is the 50th episode.
Yes, and that marks one almost full year
Yes.
of KR Compares. Do you believe that crap?
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, right?
Or do you think the time went?
Probably we spent a lot of it shooting 50 episodes of the show.
It was a lot.
It was kind of a lot, yeah. So, there's a tradition, not a tradition, something...
It's our tradition.
It's our tradition. Well, it's not a tradition, something you do regularly at a certain time or whatever. We don't.
It's a habitual practice.
Once a month or so, we have wine and cheese night. Hey, you feel like doing wine and cheese night? And that's when we get a bottle of wine, something red, usually, a blend, generally. So today we're going with Apothic, which is one of our favorite brands. So if you've never tried Apothic wine, here's your endorsement. We like Apothic wine. We also like, what's that other one? There's a handful of red wines we actually like. We don't generally go for white wines, but 13 Crimes. I think there's another one that's really good, particularly the one with Snoop Dogg on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty
Cali Red.
Cali Red, yeah. That's pretty good. But Apothic makes some great stuff. The regular, the bold are both really, or the dark, I guess, is both really good.
Yeah, they have Red, Crush.
Crush is okay.
This one.
We might do an Apothic episode. We haven't done a wine episode, I think, because it's too subjective.
It is quite
and
subjective.
I don't think that's a little too touchy. But, so this is what we do sometimes. So we have a wine and cheese night where we get a little wine drunk. We snack on some... Yeah, we do kibitz. So we're inviting you now to also grab yourself a glass of wine, a plate of cheese and meat, maybe some bread. And we're going to answer some viewer questions and show you some clips over the last year. So we're not actually comparing anything other than the previous 49 episodes. And we're doing it at the 50th episode because we're going to be taking off the next 2 weeks. So bear that in mind. There will be 2 weeks of no KR Compares as we go into our second year, which I think we've earned.
I think so, and that gives us plenty of time to get things together for future content.
And slightly more complicated, but hopefully not too complicated stuff, because my effects have only gotten so good. And they honestly
you're up for a challenge.
I did not volunteer myself to do a challenge, but okay.
Okay. Life is one big challenge.
Life is in fact challenging. All right, so we've asked a bunch of people to give us some questions, and almost no one did, but we got a couple, and that's what matters. So we're going to go with some of the basics that we've written down, and I was going to print them, but... the
printer decided to have a conniption,
So it goes. Okay, first up.
Okay.
What have we got? Actually, first we got for cheeses. We've got a red dragon. We have some kind of pizza cheese, they call it.
It's a pizza Gouda, and you can see there's little bits of almost looks like olives in there.
It looks like you would put it on a pizza. Like if you just scrape the cheese off a pizza, leave the crust behind, this is what you would get. We've got
Gouda form.
Something. One of these is a North Sea cheese.
It's that one.
And I don't remember what this one was.
Some kind of a cheddar.
Fair enough.
It's a cheddar.
We've got ourselves what is this?
This is a rosemary and olive oil
bread.
Fair.
Then we got a mix that we got from the Olive Bar of artichoke hearts, olives, mushrooms, and we've got some peppered salami.
Yes.
And that's it. That's our meal tonight.
It's the meal of champions.
It is absolutely the meal of champions. So sit back, relax, and I guess let's get to it.
Most of this bread is going to be for me.
It's true. So I'm still carnivore, but I will have some. This will be my cheat. I've gone a full month of carnivore. And yeah, this is some of the first bread.
I have not.
And she is not. If you're curious about why I'm carnivore, you can keep an eye on our shorts or check out, TikTok at the original Lando, where I do gaming content, but also I'm now documenting my carnivore journal or carnivore journey, I guess is the word I wanted to say.
It's a digital journal.
It is of a source, in addition to the regular journal that I've also been keeping. Why have I been doing it? How have I been doing it? How do I feel about it? You have to check that out to find out.
You have.
Of what? Like an actual journal? No, I don't.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Okay, so first question is here. Most and least favorite episodes.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
For most, I would say maybe the panettone or the ramen one we did with Michaela.
Oh, that was good. That was a good time.
Because it was just a lot of fun to have an additional person and get their insights, and
it was really good.
Plus, I just love ramen. And the same thing for panettone, just to try different, like more traditional. There you go.
Like Peruvian panettone.
Yeah, like that was really fun, and then we had Jose.
Jose was our first guest appearance.
Yes.
But we've had actually 2 guests.
Yes, we have.
So
I thought that was a lot of fun, and then what was it? The least
favorite episode. No, this isn't necessarily foods. This is the episode itself.
Oh, then probably like the dumpling one.
Yeah, I mean that was literally
because it was our first one, and
it
was just trying to figure out what.
That was the hardest one to edit. It was the hardest one to shoot because we weren't sure what we were doing. That was the only one that really had the camera turned around, pointing into the kitchen. Mm-hmm. You know, we tried it. There was a little more dead air, I think.
As we were trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, and then the editing took forever because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the color, how I wanted to do the timing. About the only thing that's actually stayed consistent, I think, throughout all these episodes is the last 5 seconds of every episode is always like the thing that we compared that episode. So I don't actually know how I'm gonna end the last 5 seconds of this episode yet.
Whatever.
I don't have a still.
I still want it. I was gonna try the pizza Gouda. It makes me think of She's the Man. My favorite's Gouda. You remember that?
There should be, and maybe I can find it, a supercut of you making pop culture references and me not getting said pop culture reference. And if you have
actually
it,
pretty good.
We'll put it right here. But for me, I think my favorite episode just to watch was either episode 47, which was the pumpkin creamer episode, or 48, which was the beer fest.
The beer fest was fun.
That was a good time. Like, and that's really the reason why we started doing any of these, is because it's just a good time. We get to hang out with each other, and you guys are kind of along for the ride. So.
But why the pumpkin creamer episode?
Because I couldn't remember which episode it was. And I wasn't going to rewatch both episodes. But I watch these episodes so much as they go through edit, and then I watch it one more time to get ourselves the view on my own channel. So I'm not going to watch like a 5th time. I just get tired of it. Oh, I mean, it's what?
So you can cut more?
Oh, sorry. I'll grab it if I need it.
Okay.
I'll help you some.
Fine.
You need some. Okay. But
you should really try this pumpkin.
Least favorite episode. I've actually got, there's like a 3-way tie between cornbread,
why?
Mac and cheese, and the brownies. What do they all have in common?
Dairy?
What? No, it's because we all have to cook the damn things. That was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I love cornbread, and then we had so much cornbread.
We had a lot of cornbread. We gave a lot of cornbread to our neighbor. Mm-hmm. But like, and even that, or even I said mac and cheese. Yeah, like I don't know, incorporating the cooking while having to not move the camera. If you've ever noticed sometimes between takes, like, oh, we're going to go cook this, we'll be back, and the camera's in a different position, it's because we had to move the camera because it was in the way of the stove.
Yeah,
so, we have a sizable kitchen here, but it still gets in the way.
It's still an apartment kitchen, though.
That's true. So, you know, it could be...
It's a little hard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting?
No, because I like both those episodes, even though it is a bit of a pain to be like...
I think it's not
Plus
the
timing of it, and what we have found out with some of the other recent ones that we've had to use the oven itself, I don't think it's calibrated correctly.
Yeah.
It takes way longer, and then opening up the door to keep checking in on it, because, you know, even though you have the little light, it's still hard to see.
You can't really see.
And we have an ultra-sensitive smoke detector.
Crazy sensitive.
Like, for instance, I was just heating up this bread, 350 standard. Thing goes off. There's nothing burning.
Right
There's
as it finished preheating.
Smoking. Nothing.
Yeah.
It just hates me in the kitchen, I think.
If not for the fact that it was like legally required for us while in this apartment to have it, we probably would have ripped the batteries out.
Also, it's very important. It's still important to have that for a safety feature. I just don't like how anxious it is.
It's extremely, extremely sensitive. Okay. How do you feel about what we have? No, yeah, the pizza cheese is really good.
It's really good.
Well, did you eat any of this?
No, not
If
yet.
you haven't tried, the peppered one is actually quite good. There's quite a lot of these. I mean, we get all this stuff at like Ralph's or Trader Joe's or whatever. Although,
I mean, sometimes it depends. So we do go to the Italian market.
Mm-hmm.
They have the best bread. They have some cheeses there available, and then Trader Joe's.
Amazing deli meats. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this was just easy. It was down the street.
No, basically.
Yeah.
Although they're opening up a Sprouts near us.
I don't know which. I've never been to a Sprouts, but I think
if we go, that'll be a video for no address.
I think it's kind of like a Whole Foodsy type. Because there's like Pavilions, which is also kind of shishi. There's a couple. They have a lot of them here. Oh, this is the cheddar.
Yeah. It's actually quite decent.
And it cuts very much like cheddar.
Thank you. We have to try the Red Dragon as well.
It just makes me think of Hannibal Lecter.
It's true. I'd love to go. I say this a lot, but I would love to visit Apothic to see if they do tours. I don't think they actually do tours, which is really unfortunate. So,
maybe one of these days we'll go and visit some of the vineyards in wine.
That is really interesting. Is that mustard seed in it?
That's what it looks like.
It's actually really good. It's like mustardy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Okay.
It's like semi-soft.
Yeah. I don't generally care for soft cheeses, like the ones that are like spreadable. I guess generally, but it depends on the cheese.
But I like chèvre.
Brie's okay.
You don't like the sheep's cheese?
It's okay. I mean, it's okay. I mean, like I'm
not
like.
I'd rather have like. I'd probably rather have that than the or the goat cheese, whatever.
Goat cheese has a very distinct taste to it.
See, I like that better than brie.
Yeah, you know a lot about food. Who's the first guy to look at a goat and think, I'm gonna drink from that thing?
His name was Jeff.
No, last name. Did he? Oh, you gonna spell his name?
Geophphh.
The worst way you can spell Jeff. I don't think anybody's name is spelled that way. If you are named Jeff, do you spell it Geophphh? All right. Next couple questions.
Okay. After this.
One day we'll have a camera that doesn't overheat and require me to turn it on and off every 5 minutes.
I mean, where would be the fun in that?
Well, the fun is in not having to get up every 4 or 5 minutes out of my chair. Because you don't do it.
No.
No, you don't. You don't touch the camera.
Mm-mm.
You could.
I don't want to break it.
You're not going to break it. We thought we had...
Knowing my luck, I would break it.
Oh, here we go. Everyone, knowing my luck. All right.
I trip on flat surfaces.
Actually, here's a fun story. So, are you so clumsy you've tripped while you were tripping? No, I'm not even kidding. So the other day, she was getting out of bed or whatever, she stepped on one of Tilly's, our bunny is Attila the Bun. She stepped on one of his toys. So she started falling. And we have a little cage thing, not cage thing, but like we have like a barrier thing that he doesn't fall. Whatever, she started falling into the barrier thing. And so I caught her, and then everything is fine. Until for some reason, she still started falling more. Like because she fell.
I moved my foot to get out of the direction of the toy, and then I stepped on another toy.
So she fell, got caught, and then fell harder. So like, she's so clumsy, she falls while she's falling.
Mm-hmm. See? How many of you do that? Got you beat.
All right, so question 3. Which food was your favorite?
What was question 2?
Which episode?
Oh.
They were episodes, now it's the food itself.
Okay.
Did you have a favorite food? Like, I didn't like the cornbread episodes or the brownie episodes, but doesn't mean I actually didn't like the food. The cornbread was amazing. It was just a pain in the butt to shoot.
No, I liked all...
I guess for you it's the same thing because you don't have to deal with the technical side. That just went out. No. That light just went out.
Oh.
Probably because I didn't charge that battery. Yep.
Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Should I move the light? I can. All right. So, answer the question though. Which one is your favorite?
What was my favorite? Cheez-Its. That's just because that episode was purely for me.
Yeah.
It had the highest highs and the lowest lows for me though.
So that's gonna answer a later question, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So the one with the greatest disparity.
Yeah, because like the the Kroger version.
Oh my god, it was
just
so
like,
bad.
We had that in our cupboard because I was like, I'll make something out of this. I'll make them into like bread, do something. I'll incorporate it because we paid money for it. Nope, it stayed there for months and months and just kept getting pushed back farther and farther and farther.
Until we eventually, I threw it up because you weren't going to.
You pulled the trigger and threw it out.
Yeah.
It also had these ones that we were really excited for. They were like a proteiny, like puff. That I don't know, but it tasted so.
That was
vile.
awful. That was awful.
So we had that, and then but we came up with like there was a gluten-free option that we found that was really good. That your mom actually we had like a version of that, and when your mom visited, she liked them too.
Oh.
So that was a cool find. Plus, I mean, Cheez-Its.
Well, I mean,
Enough said.
The thumbnail of you holding a box of cheese is screaming.
Yes.
So.
I stand by that.
The
Yes.
scream.
Yes.
You know what else you stand by?
My man.
Well, yes.
No.
On that topic, there is actually. You make a lot of noises.
Oh.
While we're filming. Do you know that? Sometimes off screen.
Probably.
So we're going to play a clip of that, and we're going to get your reaction while we're watching this as well. She has not seen these clips yet.
Oh, well.
Can you guys hear that?
No.
One more time.
No.
Okay, it's fine.
My turkey.
Not. My like. Okay. We'll be back after a word from Katie.
Me. I guess I do make a lot of noises.
You do actually make a lot of noises.
But you know what? It makes things interesting.
It does, in fact, make things interesting. To answer the question, though, the food was our least favorite or most favorite? For me was actually either the Sam Adams Jacko, very specifically.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing.
100%.
Aside from the part when I said, hey, we had one of these remaining because there's 3 in the package. I'm going to tell the story again. We had 1 remaining from the package.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I said, hey, we got back from the gym. She got in the shower. She got out of the shower. I'm going to reverse sear some steaks for us. I'm making some potatoes. Do you want to split the last Jacko? Yes. Cool. Steaks are in the oven. They're cooking on a low temperature for about 20 minutes. I'm going to go in the shower. I'll be right back. I get out of the shower, and what did I see? Betrayal! Is what I said.
Okay, to be fair, like you said, we had just come from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hungry.
Uh-huh.
All I heard was, hey, you want to have this split a beer? And
see that she had to correct herself right there. Have a beer.
And, I was really excited for my potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And the steak, too. I mean, that's good, too. But I really like my roasted potatoes. And I did not think you meant having the Jacko with said dinner. I thought it was like an aperitif.
We were also supposed to watch a horror movie that night. Cause I think that was Halloween night, right?
Yeah. We watched like half of Saw.
We did because we couldn't find Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Lame.
Yeah.
It's fine. Saw was fun.
Yeah, but you're jumping to the fact that you betrayed me by jumping into that beer. I made it feel really guilty about it. I still am, as you can tell.
Okay, you know what we need to do to rectify this? We need... Excuse me. We need to petition Sam Adams just to have a 6-pack of Jacko. Then we wouldn't have this issue.
No, I want straight Jacko.
Because they really need to have that. I mean, I'm sure, like, if they have it on draft or whatever, maybe. But, like, if you're trying to be drinking this out of the comfort of your own home, there needs to be more than 3 in a whole party pack or whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's too good for just that. The other thing I actually do really like, and I think was one of my favorite episodes as far as food goes, is the panettone.
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite. Like, that food is amazing. They were all fantastic.
Are we going to do a different version of that with, like, Pandoro?
Is it the chocolate one? What's Pandora?
It's like the, yeah, I'm blanking. It's still like a yeasted kind of bread, but it's just like kind of plain vanilla, or it's covered in the powdered sugar. It's shaped like a little star.
Okay. That's right.
Remember I gave you some of that when we went to the Italian market?
Yeah, we can do that. That'd be fun. Okay.
Okay.
Now, since you already answered the question about the greatest disparity, which happened to be cheeses for you.
That was for me, yes.
I was thinking actually pickles. The pickles were pretty
Yeah.
significant because the ones that were claiming to be spicy, and this is just last episode.
Yeah.
The ones that claimed to be spicy were just regular dill pickles.
It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Don't market it like that, okay? Unless you think that salt is spicy or something. Like,
well, that is a lot of what we do, I think, is we're comparing the stuff within itself. Like, hey, here's similar protein bars, here's similar whatever. But also, like, does it taste like what it says it tastes? I think you might have a fly in your wine.
No.
You're good. But does it actually taste like what it says? So, like, the pickles that were red hot, like Frank's Red Hot, it tasted just like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, other stuff's like, oh, this tastes like, I don't know, whatever. Not even close. So, we're drawing in one particular fly.
It's a nap.
Anyway, I find that more frustrating than anything else. To say, like, this is spicy, or this is hot, or this is sour, and for that not to be true. And maybe it's true for some people, but when it's, like, super extra, mega, 4-star, flaming hot, and it's like, this is just a hot flaming hot Cheeto. That's all it is. So, which maybe we'll try that triple X hot, whatever the hell it is now. Who knows? Okay.
Not going to be spicy at all.
Probably not. But, Chew, grab some wine. Do you need anything else? And then we're going to get back into this after this break.
Okay.
All right. We talked about what we liked for the food. What didn't you like? What was the worst thing we've tried?
I think I have 2 answers.
Go ahead. I have 3, I think.
3? Wow.
We've had some real bad crap.
Number 1, jarred marinara sauce.
Yeah, that was up there for bad.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
That is your first choice, or is this one of 2, you mean?
It's one of 2.
Okay.
I'm glad we did it. I know there's a ton more store, but maybe that would be like a part 2, even though I would kind of die internally inside. But
we could, if people really want it, we can revisit it.
We'll still do it, because I know there are some that people say are somewhat passable or whatever. Fine. The second one that comes to mind is the instant coffee. It's not even bad. It's just unpleasant.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's kind of like... We had some of these in the back of our pantry quite some time thinking, maybe we could do something. Maybe... I couldn't find any other way to, like, make them palatable. I couldn't think of a way to incorporate them.
The bread's a little thick. A little dense.
A little thick boy, yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't go to the Italian market. They have, like, that nice crispy Italian. Oh,
that's true. They do have better bread.
This was, balling on a budget, so.
Is it balling if it's on a budget? I feel like they say balling on a budget, but you're not balling if it's on a budget, right?
You can be.
Can you be?
Fine, we're passable on a budget.
No, I agree. For me, I think it was, I wrote this down. Marinara, instant coffee, but you know what I actually really hated?
What?
What I really hated?
The yogurt?
No, I actually love the yogurt. Yogurt was great. Pop-Tarts, particularly the Kroger one. I don't like it.
No.
No, that's not good. That was super, especially since we had like
That is true.
We had like 5 or so. Could we get the right on this?
Probably not.
Okay. We had like 5 of them.
At least.
And then like including the worst one at the end being the Kroger one. That was awful tasting. And then afterwards I felt terrible. And don't get me wrong. Like.
We did have them like 3 different ways.
Alright, here we go. Nope, so gross. Sure, we picked out a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It hurt.
It did.
And I was glad we did not go to the gym
now,
after that.
I will say the yogurt did definitely, as someone who's lactose intolerant, the yogurt episode wasn't the best one for me. And then the protein bar episode was good, really thick food eating. But that, I think, also affected you because he's like, this is a lot of protein with no fiber. And so it also didn't agree with your stomach in a different, in quite literally the opposite way. So, for me.
Yeah, but no, I'm glad you pointed out the Kroger Pop-Tart version.
That was bad. That was really bad.
And you tried to give it, because we were trying to like give it forward because we still had so many.
Yeah.
And because of the way you described it.
How do I describe it?
You were just like, don't, these are terrible. Oh, you want them? And I was like, that's a terrible way to try and get someone to want this.
No, it's true.
But I think we both described it as like gelatinous and like
it was weird.
Not a good time. It's one of those things where you're like, hey, I really don't like this. Do you want to try it and confirm my suspicions? The colleague that that took it off our hands actually threw it.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay,
yeah, she was like, well, maybe I'll try it, but she's like, they kept saying how terrible it was, and I was like, why did you take it in the first place? She was like, I was curious, and then
did she watch the episode?
No, but
okay.
she heard about it, and then she just was like, oh no, I just wound up throwing them out.
It was bad.
And I said that was a good decision.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Which food was most surprising? Surprising? Either like with how bad it was, with how good it was. I'll start us off.
Okay.
Tim Tams. I mean, I guess the dark is slightly better, but they're all quite similar. I mean,
they're kind of neck and neck. It was because they tasted basically
because they were all basically the same for me, and that was really surprising. There was there was almost no nuance. There was a hint of a whisper of a nuance.
And I don't know if that's because we're American and we can't taste
and
such subtlety.
Right, but
it was still an enjoyable episode that we did twice.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you know, was the Kroger one so egregious and so surprised? I mean, like, we haven't been surprised with it at Kroger.
Kroger didn't have that. We didn't have a Kroger Tim Tam.
No, I know we did. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
So, like, is there something that, like, surprised you with how good it was or how bad it was? Like, we rooted for a few things. On our pumpkin creamer episode, we rooted for, say, the nut pods, and that turned out to be fairly terrible. Yeah. Actually, it made the coffee a lot worse.
Well,
is there something that, from those episodes that you're thinking...
No, I think that one was surprising because I was really rooting for the nut pod, but it did take away the things I really enjoy about coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Like the flavor of coffee. And even not, I mean, we still have some of it, and I've been putting like sugar in it and trying to make it passable, but I would say the gluten-free sandwich cookie, like Oreo knockoff.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of episode. The fact that like Kroger, their Kaleidos brand was actually really decent. It's not the worst thing I've tasted from them.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not great. It's not good. I mean, and that's not saying that they were necessarily good.
But none of them were really bad. So I thought that was surprising, and then I think...
Well, I was also disappointed with like how Elysian...
Yeah, like, that was going to be my other one, is that we were super excited for like a what do they call it? Like a pumpkin...
Pumpkin, whatever, pack.
Something like that. We liked one of them, was like the Night Owl one.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
You can taste the pumpkin.
And then the other
They're sitting on our counter right now,
they're
right there.
still here.
Yep.
Because they, first off, don't really taste all that different from each other. And
they're all really dark, they're really heavy, there's no nuance between them.
Yeah, and they're really, they're quite bitter.
Did you have any of this?
Yeah, I have one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of chewing, and we're trying to talk. And
oh, okay.
I want to be like, mush mouth.
That's fine. Whatever, you're still talking.
Okay. And... another one that was surprising?
Oh. Is there one that was surprising?
I was going to say, I was just more surprised with the box brownie episode of how long and soupy they were, and none of them were
That's going to lead us into another important question. Is there an episode you want to revisit? Because for me, it's brownies and dumplings.
The dumplings, yeah. I would say
Is it the same, both same for you? And it's probably because I think the brownies came out, they needed more time, they came out way too soupy, and so they didn't get a fair shake, I think. So I would definitely revisit that. But also the dumplings, because, I mean, admittedly, I think the results of the dumplings were fine.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting one to learn too, that, you know, maybe, since that was really our first episode, also to be like, you know, maybe don't follow the instructions on how to cook these things to a T. Case in point, we've got an episode coming up, one of our first episodes coming up in the new year, where we talk about, you know, the cook times on this is not accurate. You know what I'm referring to? The only one we shot for next year, because we are getting ahead of the game right now. Okay, well, let's take a break, come back. Do you think you want to sing us a song?
Me?
Would you like to sing a song for the audience? You like to sing.
In the comfort of my own home where no one can hear me.
Well, let's let everyone hear your song right now.
Okay.
I feel there's a song there.
There is. It's called White Balance Boogie.
How's it go?
It's a white card balance tower. I am a gummy bear. I am a gummy bear. White card dance time. White card dance time.
I do it a lot.
You remember that song?
I do not know. What?
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
You know when we do all our bloopers, this is going to be on there, right? And everyone's going to see it?
I don't care.
You don't care? She said like a liar.
I do care, but it's fine.
You said you don't care.
I don't care.
You said it's fine.
It is fine. Don't make fun of me.
All of that was off screen, so none of that I think got aired.
No.
So that's fun. That's a good time. Okay. So, I mean, those are most of the questions we had about like the actual food, the content of the food that we do here itself. But we do have a couple others, which is, so year 2, more of the same?
I think the same with the twist.
Okay.
Because these are fun.
It is difficult sometimes to come up with the content because
sometimes you'll only have like 2 things to compare, and like that's fine. But then some people are like, I don't care. But then sometimes like the yogurt one, we had so many different kinds, and then that was a really long episode, and there was a lot of things that we had to do to like prep for it.
That's true.
And maybe as a consumer, you're like, I do not want to compare 5 things or 7 things, whatever we did.
Right. Well, it's a balance between like having the episodes be short and concise. Why are these episodes so long? It's because we want to give you as much information as possible, a bit of banter in the process,
some fun facts,
things that you can use to make an informed decision. Maybe if you care about the ethics of the company, you know that actually popped up a lot. You know, with companies like Mandalay, you know, like hey, this is Mandalay, so if you know that name, you've heard it a few times on our show because it's a major food distributor / producer. Maybe you don't want to purchase their product. You know, if you don't like Nestle controls a huge share of like international food markets. It's kind of crazy and probably not okay. But anyway.
So some of it's that, some of it is like, for instance, the pumpkin creamer. This is the recency effect because it's one of the ones I can think of right now. We don't typically like, not that we wouldn't have it, nor
we don't.
We don't normally have it. So then we had like 3 giant things of creamer.
That's
still
right.
Work. Any amount of creamer is giant to me because I usually just have black coffee. But now we're going like week 3, and I'm still like using creamer every day because I'm like I gotta use this up. But I think for the coming year, probably trying to do a little bit more with like comparing things, maybe like cooking things more, not just like product reviews per se, but maybe trying different approaches to things, different cooking methods.
I mean, we talked about
like that.
Doing like videos of hauls. Like what are our staples here? What are we actually buying when we go to Ralph's on the regular, or from Trader Joe's, or from Costco, which are like 3 of our big ones. You know, checking out different stores, but also trying specific recipes. Yeah. You know, maybe we do like a breakfast from around the world kind of thing. There's quite a lot.
I think that would be fun.
But it's not going to stop at food, right?
No.
Because we've been wanting to do more than just food for a while. And we said like, oh, deodorant or toilet paper, whatever. I'm sure we could probably hit up on that at some point. But a huge thing for us is video and board games.
Yes.
You know, for those of you, and I may have mentioned this, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on the show here, but, you know, have you played Phasmophobia? Have you played Demonologist? How are they similar? How are they different? What's the replayability and things like that? Kind of changing up the format a little bit. So if there's things like that, any similar product that you can compare, you know, is this expansion for this board game worth it? You know, we have a couple of expansions for Eldritch Horror.
Yes.
Which is awesome, and I love this game. We have
a
a box organizer for it. Is it worth it? I think it was, actually.
I think so, because there were a lot of different pieces. The same thing with Pandemic. I mean, we haven't played that since the actual Pandemic because a little too close to home.
Yeah.
But maybe we will revisit that.
But there's a version of Pandemic that also takes place in like a Lovecraftian kind of...
The Cthulhu one. Yeah, we have that one.
So, but the process is basically the same, but are they different enough to warrant being different games? And that's something we can explore in the future, which I would be looking forward to doing.
I think it would be fun.
I think so.
What do you guys
But then awfully more shorts, right? We did one short, and that's actually one I would want to reshoot too, is the short about the marinara. We never actually did any more cooking or recipe episodes since then.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because we shot that one on the iPhone because I thought it would be easier using a vertical format, and it was a nightmare to edit because of the way the encoding worked, and it just like was not taking any of the edits, and the audio was all over the place. The lighting couldn't just. That's actually the corrected color, the with color correction, with like adjusted picture, and it still came out looking really wonky once I exported it. So that was a nightmare.
Happens.
Yeah. So, but I still want to redo some of the the 3 sauces I think we said we would cook. We have a few recipes that we could absolutely share. Coming up, we might have one about eggnog. Right in time to just miss Thanksgiving.
Well, people don't usually have eggnog on Thanksgiving, do they?
That's what I do.
I know you do that, but I don't.
I'll let you know how to make some eggnog from home. It's really good. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what else we got? We have. Do you have any guests planned for year 2? I think so.
I think a couple we have that have expressed interest.
Yeah, we have a producer/writer, actor friend. We have a cinematographer friend. I think we'll see Michaela again.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If you're in the area, you want to be a guest, let us know. But I mean, we probably have to know you first. Like, don't be like a stranger on the internet. But yeah, welcome to our house. That would be weird.
And just live on location.
Yeah, basically. I mean, but we could also do things like that too. Like, hey, here's a bunch of different ramen places in Los Angeles. What do you think of these places? Because there's 2 I can think of off the top of my head, that are worth comparing.
I mean, that'd be more like a vlog format, but I think, if you guys want to see that, we are open to trying more. We have a couple kind of go-to places for a variety of cuisines.
Yeah.
That said, there are so many restaurants here, particularly where we are at this point in time.
Yeah.
That we haven't tried. So, we are willing to go out on location and try a bunch of things and report back.
Okay. Which episode was most popular, do you think?
The most popular?
What was our most popular episode?
Probably one of the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Episode 3. It got 1,800 views, which
that's crazy.
Kind of crazy for us, right? Being small, startup, whatever, YouTube,
yeah,
whatever. And that happened right around, what was that? Was it Super Bowl?
It was something like that. They
had like a big Pop-Tart mascot.
Yeah, but didn't he get like eaten or something? It was
yeah, thrown into a toaster, like pooped out and then eaten or something. It was like as a cake.
Gross.
It was something weird. Like he was like.
He was like a weird cake.
Yeah, so that was really weird, and we happened to air our episode at the exact same time, so we seemed to get a lot of folks in that time. It was really strange. But our second most popular episode was what? It was pretty close.
Maybe it was close?
No, not close to that. I mean, it was like it's
maybe
pretty distant.
Maybe like a Tim Tams or something?
Did you look it up before?
I did before, but I didn't
remember. Yeah, it was Tim Tams. So this is basically exclusively on views. I didn't like the comments and the likes are kind of all over the place, and some of them are pretty close. So I didn't judge on that. But yeah, Tim Tams is about 200 views, which I mean, it's not a hell of a lot, but hey, it's something. That's 200 people watch it, right? So, and I don't know 200 people who have watched it. So, strangers watching it. So thanks for watching it. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. Are you thinking that?
Telling them.
Oh, I see. Okay. Last question I've got for you.
Okay.
This is important. So what's going on with the Great Salsa Shenanigans Off? So we started this for a couple reasons. One, we're curious, and there's a lot of them.
Well, because it's like half.
And two, it's fairly easy to shoot. It's like a third. It's like a third of everything we shot.
Yeah.
We've got about 8 or 9 or 10 episodes.
Because part of it, I think part of it was, hey, it's readily available. There were a lot of different brands popping up that we had never heard of before or tried.
Mm-hmm.
But every single time we'd be like, hey, we got another episode under the belt. There would be another one. And it's like a freaking Hydra. There's no way. I feel like, like we're Hercules. We're like, yeah. And then it's like, and it's just not, it's not feasible to get through all of them. And that's fine. Because some of them are a little bit more popular than others. Some people are like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. So I think we'll probably do another 1 or 2 and then actually do a tier ranking. Because we do have a bunch of the ones that we were moving forward in the tournament to revisit, and then we can rank them.
Side note for a second. Another terrible thing we tried.
What?
Poppy.
That's not a root beer.
It doesn't smell like a root beer. Did you taste it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, you tasted it?
Sorry. No, I did. That's not a root beer.
Jesus, what is that? That is not... What is that?
I don't think it's...
No, I do. What is that?
Oh, God, yeah, that was bad. You know, they have other flavors, so I'd be willing to revisit and try and see if there is one that's viable.
An episode about Poppy, do they all suck? Maybe not.
I couldn't
do an all Poppy episode.
But they have there's another one that was a prebiotic soda as well, and I can't remember.
I prefer my biotics post. But on the topic of the great salsa shenanigans off.
Yes.
I think, like, we have 2 cans of everything we've tested just about left, right?
Yeah.
There's maybe 2 or 3 left to test, and then we'll say, like, look, we have to force this close, otherwise we'll never get to, like, any sort of semi-whatever finals.
Yeah.
So I think I would like to look at it in 2 ways. And I don't know how we're going to do this because we've got, like, 20 cans. We're not going to crack open 20 cans of seltzer in one night. That's crazy. So we'll have to reduce them, whatever. But, so I keep saying this one, but I still think we have to do the Bud Light seltzer because it's a large, prominent brand. I think it's worth trying.
The problem, though, is that they have it and it's like a 24 pack or something.
But if it's good, maybe it's good.
What if it's not?
Yeah. You know, I think what we could do is maybe like superlatives on these. Like, you know, most taste like orange. You know, if you like a bitter one, this is the best one for bitter. This is the sweetest one. This is the not healthiest, but whatever. So something to rank it. I also wouldn't be opposed to bringing in a handful of guests as like a mini party.
Yeah, and
have them try a few of them and see what the general
reactions or something.
Something like what the consensus is. Like, hey, I like this, I like that, whatever.
That's fine.
So and that would be for like the final. To see like, hey, so here's all of our opinions, but here's also what a bunch of random people you don't know have said as well.
That's a good plan.
Something. So we'll see. It is a pain in the tuchus.
It's a lot.
It is kind of a lot. I liked shooting them.
And we're lightweight, so we'll have like not even like half of one or whatever. And we'll be like, okay, we're done.
Well, and that's the thing too, is I think it from a technical standpoint, I actually liked filming them.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. We film it. We've already done 3 Truly episodes. So here, go check out the ones up there, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get in much detail. They tend to be a lot shorter, easier to digest, that kind of thing. And also, it's like if we're really tired, like we don't have time to shoot a whole lot of episodes. Let's just bang this one out really quick.
I mean, it's doable, but I think what we're going to do going into season 2 is to kind of take that idea and put a bit of a twist on it. So, like, you know how in a lot of the grocery stores they have like pre-made mixes of things, or they're. But it would be like, is this worth it, or should you just make it from scratch? Like, kind of pros and cons.
When it comes to mixing drinks, you're going to spend more money up front, but you're going to get way more out of it.
You're going to get way more out of it, and also the quality. That's my theory, is that it would be better.
Yeah. Well, especially since you have full control over it, so you can customize it the way you want it to taste. Yeah. I think. That's an extremely specific one. I wonder why you would have mentioned that one.
Because I have ideas. You really like that cheese.
Well, it's just the one that's closest.
You want more?
I have some. I mean, it's all good. Okay. They're all quite tasty. So, for the record, this is like our lunch and dinner, generally speaking.
Thank you.
We never used to be able to kill a bottle.
Yeah, you got some on there.
Kill a bottle of wine. But,
to be fair, though, that just means like 2 glasses or 2.5 or whatever.
You know what's funny? That's actually really good timing that I did that.
Why?
Because we do that stuff like that a lot.
We do?
Knocking stuff over, bonking into things.
And we already explained that I fall in the process of falling.
It's true. Well, you want to see what else we do that's kind of klutzy?
Yeah.
Here we go.
How much of it is me and how much of it is you?
You tell me.
Okay. Oh no! Color. Oh no! No!
My meat.
They actually held up pretty well.
Pretty well.
No! You spilled my cherry meat.
I'm sure there's a lot.
How much of it is my reactions? Do you not have any reactions other than you're the one who's knocking it off?
I don't. Well, I mean, admittedly, okay, so I was spilling more. I know there's one. We've got a stain in the chair somewhere here because I know I spilled something on this.
Yeah.
I didn't start actually recording, like capturing the outtakes until about halfway through.
Mm.
So if the outtakes happen like the first 10 or 15 episodes, I haven't.
We don't have those.
Taped. Well, I mean, we have them. I just haven't like sifted through them. So before this, actually, between what we just saw and what we air, there's a chance that
there may be a couple more.
There'll be a couple more.
It's just all my reactions, though. And to be fair, I knew that the "Oh no, my cherry wheat" would have to be in that compilation because in random times, in real life,
I've referenced
he
it.
references it.
Oh no, my cherry wheat.
To be fair, if you have not tried "Cherry Wheat" by Sam Adams, go and find it.
Cherry wheat or Jacko?
It's like,
Jacko was really.
it was
good.
really good, but would I want that all year round? I want cherry wheat all year round.
I can deal with that.
So.
Okay.
Anyway, you should go and try it. One day, maybe we'll get some free cherry wheat from Sam Adams.
Do they do that? They just give free cherry. This tastes like a pizza.
I know. Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's quite good.
So which one's your favorite?
I think it's this one.
That one?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a really good one. I think that's a close second.
Yeah. Okay.
The other ones are milder.
Yeah,
Fine.
the bread is whatever.
Bread.
Bread, indeed. I don't know if I have anything else to say.
What are you excited for season 2?
I mean, honestly, the 2 weeks off, because it actually does take kind of a lot of work to edit this and do all that. Editing is generally done on Thursdays now. I'll try to do 2 episodes at once if we have 2 or 3 episodes to edit at once.
Because, we try and do that to make the most out of just our available time.
Which gives us time to do, like, some effects, because we've done a couple, like, cute lightning effects or whatever.
Yeah, you did those the lasers.
Yeah, flying up around.
Choo,
Kind of, yeah, right?
Those are lasers, by the way.
We've done the little Pop-Tart guy bouncing across the screen before, which is fun. I was going, yeah.
He's kind of got the brave little toaster energy, but probably not as cute.
Oh, I'm sure it's not. Did he have like a little voice or anything to go with it? Like,
I don't know. I didn't actually have a chance to watch the commercials.
But I mean, it's not always easy. Like they're kind of a pain in the butt to do. And I know like I'm sure there's faster ways, there's more efficient ways to be doing this. But animation, fair, like, that kind of thing is not my expertise.
Well, I mean, there's a reason that people specialize in that, especially
true.
in filmmaking.
No, it's true.
So.
No, I mean, I enjoy the technical side, but it can just be kind of daunting, and sometimes it can be tedious. Like, I make now the same, because we're using the same camera, we've been using the same lighting, we're using the same, audio equipment, which I would like to improve over time. So, if these videos get popular, if we do actually get a chance to monetize, we can take that money and we can get a better camera, we can get better audio equipment, actually get like lav mics, that might be a little bit better. A second camera even, so we can actually do like reaction shots or something would be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Which would be a lot of fun. Where was I going with this? I don't even know. But it can be tedious because I make the same edits to the audio. Like I always put a dynamic compressor on this to make sure that the audio is a little more squished where it needs to be. I always increase the master by about 3 decibels. I always do a denoise on this to remove any hum, which we definitely have in the background here. You can't tell, but there is a hum, and I remove that in post-production as well. And then as far as like actual color correction goes, I do the same modification every time. We set contrast to about 30. We, depending on the lighting, if we're doing it in the afternoon or if we're doing it at night, night hair is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to take the darks down quite as much. But generally speaking, I'm going to do the highlights and the whites, up about 5 or 10. I'm going to take the darks down to about -10 or -15. But it's generally pretty much the same. I'll set the saturation to, I think, 95 out of, instead of 100, I reduce it by 5 points. I'll set the vibrance up 10 to kind of give you a little bit more color, but not blast color, because I do like higher saturation on filmmaking. But that's like for every video at this point. We have the same 5 seconds at the end. We use the same cuts for, if you've noticed, like when we have text pop across the screen, it always fades out in the same way. Yeah. So it gets to be a little bit tedious because
you could shake it up.
No, and I could shake it up, and we've had fun with it in the past. But I mean, that's the thing, is it can be a little tedious. So finding other ways to shake it up is kind of fun. But if we shake it up too much too quickly, then I have to teach myself a new skill. Like, oh, here's lasers.
And you
great. Now I have to learn how to make
this
lasers.
much time to.
Yeah, and I have like a day or two to figure it out. So, and that's assuming nothing else goes wrong. Like, hey, the computer's giving us a problem, or the camera gave us a problem. We have 2 days to get this out. That kind of thing. You know, I think we shot one on a Wednesday night, got it out, or like a Thursday night, we got it out for Friday morning.
We did.
Yeah. So that happened just recently. Anyway, how's the wine? It's not always the same. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I find it's inconsistent. It's too bad you can't get this at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, you used to be able to.
Remember when $2 Chuck used to be $2?
It's not that anymore.
It is like
also,
$6 Chuck.
Like some of the affordable wines, sometimes we'll just pick them because of the
a label.
A label.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do that? I feel like they have to.
We've had some bad ones that way. What was the worst one we had? It looked really pretty. Oh, what was it?
It was a port, but it looked like a old rum bottle, and it was like Portuguese or something. And
It was awful.
I know port is sweet, but there was it was just not palatable.
Yeah. If you like a sweet one, that's no hate. That's fine.
No, that would just give you an instant headache. And we even had just the tiniest bit, and it gave us a headache. And I was like, no, it's not good. It's not for us.
And that's fair. I mean, there's times when I think you're not you're not as harsh on camera as you are as soon as we stop rolling.
Because I try and play devil's advocate, and there may be room. I mean, it's all subjective, right?
Oh,
so I am
true.
trying to be as objective as I can be. I don't want to be like, oh my god, that's just because
But
there
there's
are
a couple
some
that are terrible.
There,
Don't
the Kroger Pop. Don't
most
get that.
Kroger Pop Tarts. That weird protein cheese that we had.
Yeah, that was.
Most of the marinara and instant coffee was awful.
I mean, I'm also not a good liar, so I mean, I know I've made a lot of faces while trying.
You were really disappointed during the when we had our Halloween cereals.
Yeah, I'm actually disappointed.
Yeah, no, it was not. I was pretty impressed with my assessment of them, but they're not like the texture was bad, the flavor was bad.
Yes, because separately they were not up to snuff in my opinion. But if you mix the three together,
not the Carmela Creeper.
No, because that one's too overpowering, and I have to still figure out a way to
do something with it.
But if you monster mash them, it's actually halfway decent, and that's sometimes what I have.
I mean, you woke up like 2 a.m. this morning.
I wasn't asleep. I was having a major insomnia, and then I was like, I'm hungry, and then I had my little monster mash cereal, and then I went to bed, and it was great.
There you go.
So.
Do you have enough to eat?
No, I'm still gonna be noshing. Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you for.
Oh, we're going into it? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Why, do you have more things to spout?
Not really.
Okay. So, if you made it this far, thank you for joining our wine and cheese night.
Yeah.
Which is completely different from a TED Talk. Thank you for.
Do they still make TED Talks?
I think they do.
Oh. They have like a version, like a weird offshoot of TED, right? There's like a.
It's just a little teddy bear.
No. God's sake. No, it's not just TED Talk. It's like there's something else, like TED. Never mind. If I have it, I'll put it right there. I don't know what it is.
TED TikToks.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
But thank you for joining us on this journey thus far. If you have any ideas.
Yeah. What do you want to say? I mean, honestly, like it sounds like no, but like the comments help. The comments, the likes, the views actually help. So even if you pull up the new video, mute the tab, and just play it in the background.
You're lurking.
Kind of lurking, yeah. For those
quasi-lurking.
Yeah. So.
But no, just thank you for being on our journey thus far. Where else can they find us?
Oh, yeah.
That's usually what we do, right?
That's true. That's what we do. I mean, we're here. And also at rjpfilms.com/care-compares. Yep.
You can also find you.
On Instagram.
Oh, yeah. You can find us there.
Now that you are also in control of Instagram.
I know.
So a lot of the social media editing stuff I had to deal with exclusively as well, which was because Katie is happy to be sitting here trying all like, hey, you want to try this food? It's like, yeah, I'll definitely try 7 kinds of Cheez-Its. Yeah, let's friggin' go.
Yes, and I do the fun facts.
You do the research. I do all the technical stuff.
Yes.
But then I also do the social media stuff, which is kind of a pain. Honestly, those are the worst. You get to, spend 25 minutes Googling And then
I
you get
do
to eat
much
the food.
more than 25 minutes, just for the record.
It's true. She does actually does kind of a lot. But the social media, now that you
Do you
can...
know why? Because social media, in my opinion, can just be a bit much.
No.
I don't have socials, okay? And I am happy.
Oh, it's true, because her
Not
Facebook
having
got hacked or some problems a while ago,
Yeah,
and she's
a
like,
long
it
time.
doesn't matter. And then you've been great.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's been great.
I have had to use social media for my
You
career
have
in
to,
general.
but then again,
But-
when we go to those events and stuff, everyone's like, what? You don't have any? And I'm like, they look at me like I have 5 heads, and that's okay.
That's a lot of heads.
Yeah, I know.
But
The better
now,
to think, my dear.
now we have shared properly the Instagram,
Yes, we
which
do have
is,
that.
of course, at KR Compares. Right there.
Yes.
So, you do help monitor and all that jazz as well. Because admittedly, yeah, social media, I don't love it, but whatever.
It's a necessary evil in this social climate.
That is significant words.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know. But yes, if you like gaming content or you want to talk about what it's like to be a carnivore on a carnivore diet, and I realize this is not all exclusively carnivore, and I did have a piece of bread.
You had a piece of bread?
Yes, I had a piece of bread. Boy, you want to see this?
Right under my... No,
Whoa.
don't do it.
Don't do it!
Don't do it!
No, he's eating bread!
You'll be like, I cheated, and it's like,
This is like the
Cheeto.
first time I've had bread in a month, and this is... Oh. It's actually not even very good.
It's not... No, it's not the Italian bread.
No, this is actually pretty terrible.
It's not...
It's
not
okay.
terrible. It's not the best, but I will be eating that for like a week now because this is only half.
That's not going to be
and
eating
this is
for-
how much we've consumed.
That's not going to last a week because the roast stale before then.
No, I'll find a way. I can make croutons out of it or something.
She says about a lot of stuff, but then she doesn't do the thing.
You know why? Because life gets in the way.
Mm.
It's not even like Jeff Goldblum, life finds a way. No, life gets in the way. Okay?
She complains about not having time to play like video games. She says, I want to play this game. I got such a backlog of games. What
I
have
have
you
a lot.
done? What have you done this year so far?
How
How many books have you read? How many books have you read?
140.
140 books. Now, she hasn't read all of them.
No, I mean like a good like
20.
25 have been audiobooks.
So you still read over 100 books a year, and
Yeah.
this is now like the first day of November, third day of November.
Yeah.
So, and what else have you done that takes up a lot of your time?
I really like crocheting.
It's true. She's made 2 sweaters, 2 blankets, excluding the little mini blanket she made for the bunny.
Yes.
2 pairs of socks.
3.
3 pairs of socks, and she wonders like, well, I don't have time to play video
Now
games.
I'm making a cardigan.
And also, she'll listen to her audiobooks while she's at the gym. I'm sitting here rocking out to dwarf metal, or like
And
metal
that's a
about
good-
World War,
good
like
thing.
songs about World War II, and she's sitting here listening to something saucy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I do that. Horror books.
I need the blood flow to go to my arms.
Fantasy.
and I mean, it's all good.
Everything.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a good paranormal romance? I mean, those are fun.
Is that what you make it with a ghost?
What?
A paranormal
No, it's usually
romance?
like werewolves or vampires. It could be ghosts. I don't know. And they're usually like urban fantasies, and they're fun.
Huh. I mean, I don't. I
They
guess.
usually have a weird magic system, and it's fun.
I mean, okay. But if you want to see me complain about video games, I guess, trying new stuff, things like maybe you've heard of Throne of Liberty or the new Monster Hunter Wilds or whatever, you can watch me play those over at twitch.tv/The Original Nyando or catch clips thereof at The Original Nyando, where we also talk about carnivore stuff as well.
On TikTok.
That's not TikTok, that's true. That's a good
Yes, you forgot about that.
I
Also, if you have ideas for him for Twitch, let him know there.
I wasn't taking ideas for Twitch. No, I had to take ideas for Twitch.
I mean, half of
fine.
the stuff you did in October were recommendations from me, so
That's true.
It's possible.
So October was all Spooky Games month, and yeah, you made me play a lot of spooky. First off, some of them, hey, here's a point-and-click adventure where your friend's a cat, and then that's cute. What was the
Here's
other?
another one that's a point-and-click adventure with your friend being a cat, but it is dark.
It is some of it was like cute. And it was like it's Lovecraftian and Cthulhu. Oh, that cat's secretly a monster. That's cute. Whatever. But there's also like this is messed up, and children shouldn't see this. Like, why didn't you play that like all in one sitting? Like, because this is messed up. We played some Soma. We did some Outlast, which by the way,
The Quarry,
Quarry. My
really
God.
good.
So we got some reaction shots out to be there. I thought like both of us played that game thinking like I'm gonna save everybody, and both of us did not save everybody.
You killed way more people than I did.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to. I just realized like, oh, that was a bad decision. So
Yeah.
a lot more of that coming up as well. So
anyway,
it has been our absolute pleasure to entertain you these last 50 episodes. I'm Rob. I am Roberto. I'm Rob. I'm Rob. I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie. And I'm Katie. And I'm Katie. And I'm Katie.
And I'm Michaela.
And I'm Katie, and we hope to see you next time. I'm Katie, and eat salt responsibly.
Have a spooky season.
See ya.
I'm
Thank
Rob.
you again. And I'm Katie.
Ciao.
Alla prossima.
What'd you think?